Good morning, this is Ron Brown. I'm doing this at 8:51 on March 31st. The market is live, as you can see, and I just want to show you how you can use HGSI to really find out where the strength and weakness is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up to my number 3 folder. This is top-down analysis for HGSI indexes, and I'm going to go into the designer. I'm going to click on industries. I'm going to go under tools. The data is updating in the background using thinkorswim. I just updated it. I'm going to rebuild the indexes in the industry groups. You can see how quickly this is accomplished. And I'm clicking on industries. I'm going to click through to the warehouse. Now I have to go to a view which shows me what's going on, and under my name, folder number 3, view number 3, HGSI indexes, and I'm sorting on raw combo. Now oil prices are up. The futures are up about 1.4% this morning, but that's an excuse to jump back in to the oils, and you can see that the integrated oils index is up. What is it up today? It's up 4.08%, and the advancing issues versus the declining issues 14-0, followed by entertainment, content, exploration and production, and midstream. These 3 out of the top 4 are not a surprise. Then here's oil and gas services too. So this is based upon advancing issues versus declining issues. Now let's take a look at the other extreme. I'll click over here in the upper left, and you can see that some of these groups down here, and some of them just have a couple of stocks. Here's home builders, though. This is a group we all know and follow. 20 decliners, 1 advancer. Let's see. Let's go up a little bit here. Here's banks, 233 down, 65 up. So it's running about, looks like about 7-to-1 negative and so on. Anyway, this gives us a picture of what's happening in the markets. And now I'm going to show you another way to get a different picture. By the way, the stock futures were positive overnight, and now the NASDAQ futures are down 50 points, or 0.662. Very dangerous market. Yesterday was a strong market, but the volume was not convincing, and the smaller cap stocks really didn't participate. Remember one thing about market makers: they like stocks to go up so they can unload positions, get out of positions, and maybe that's what happened yesterday. Anyway, let's go to this other way to look at what's happening in the market. Now these are views that I have created for myself and for the Insider Club members. I'm just going to go up here under the folder number 5, end of day and intraday scans, and then I'm going to go to folder number 6, intraday scans only. Now, for the insiders, I am dragging the folders down to the end of this folder number 20, and I have them drag them down to their user views, so I don't have to spend a lot of time looking for this, but I'm just showing you where these are. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to folder number 5 under intraday only, click on number 1, and then I have to go to all securities by clicking on my alternate space bar. I'll apply the filter, and then remember I just updated the industry group, so I can go over here and sort on this, go up to the top quickly, and this just confirms what I was seeing when I looked at the groups. There will be a difference, of course, but the filter looks for stocks in groups that are moving up, and the industry is up 7. The exploration and production industry group is up 7.02% today. I'm going to do a secondary sort, and I'll just type intra in here, intraday 1 day change, and this will resort. So the stocks which have had the biggest intraday change will go to the top of the list, but the industry group remains the same. Now I do this throughout the day, building these indexes because they're always changing, and I can stay on top of where the strength is. So there's exploration, oil and gas services, midstream. Gives us a little different view. Renewable energy. Airlines were much stronger at the open, but I see that they have disappeared. Here's internet media, e-commerce, discretionary, and so on. Let's go to the far end of this. There's 278 securities here. I'm going to click and go to the bottom. These stocks they're up for the day, or most of them are up, or they're at 66% of their daily range, but their groups are down. You can see how the groups are weak over here. So I primarily concentrate on the stocks at the top of the list who are in strong groups and look for potential trades there. Okay, it's 9:13 a.m. We've had a complete reversal in the market. The NASDAQ futures have had a 115-point swing from negative minus 50 to positive minus 70, and still going up. So let's do this process again. I'm going to click through to the designer, and I am going to locate the industries. I'll click on that. I'll go to my tools menu. I'm going to rebuild the indexes in the group. Remember that these stocks have been updated. Running in the background, they update every 5 minutes. I'll click through to here. I'm going to go back up to the top here. Go to folder number 3. Click on number 3, sort on raw combo. You can see that casinos and gaming are leading now. Integrated oils, these stocks have really been beaten down. Exploration, production, lodging, and so on. Now I'm going to go to all securities, alternate spacebar. This time I'm going to go all the way down to my user views where I work throughout the day. I'm going to click on the first one, raw combo. Then I'm going to go over here and sort on the industry percentage price change. Remember, I just updated the groups, and this is where the strength is. Exploration and production, I'm going to do secondary sort on intra. The stocks that have moved up the most will go to the top of the list in each group. And Bonanza, this is a daily chart. You can see that it's moved up. Let me go to a different view here. You can see that this stock is up 23% just today. Okay, let's go down the list here. Cruise lines. I don't know why anybody would buy a cruise line stock, but they're certainly buying them today. Let's go to the top one here. You can see that it's up 15.42%. Integrated oils up 16.37%. Here's the casino and gaming up 11.24%. Backed off a little bit. Here's one that's up 10.57%. Base metals, renewable energy equipment moving up. This one's really not up very much. But you can see, the advantage of doing it this way. You know exactly what's going on. And let's just go down here. I'm not familiar with this stock at all. Here's one, Snap. Let's bring it up on the daily chart, and you can see that it has moved up 5.02%. This is a wildly dangerous market right now. They don't, market makers evidently, and the smart money, they don't want it to go down yet. This is the last day of the month. They'd like to see some improvement in the indexes, but we'll see how it works out today. It's certainly difficult to trade. One more thing. Let's go down here to the airlines. They're grouped together here, as you can see. And as I look at the group, it's up 2%. compared to the top group of energy, which is up 7.12. Okay, as a review, I'm going to click through to the designer, locate the industries, go to the tools, rebuild indexes and group, because these stocks have been updating all along. So I may get a different picture on the groups. I should get a slightly different percentage. So let's sort on this. No, nothing has really changed. Yes, it did. I'm sorry. Look at the cruise lines. They popped up to 9.06% on the industry groups. So a lot of money flowing into these three cruise lines. Let's take a look at this chart. Up 5.16. This is another Carnival stock, up 5.09, and this one is up 13.58. I must have, let me check my secondary. I didn't have a secondary sort because I resorted. Okay, that's it. Great way to stay on top of the market.